Good morning, Flylady Diane here. It is Monday morning and I had a really nice weekend. I last saw you on Friday and we had a couple of confirmation parties. My daughter, she was at 3 confirmation parties. So we had a lovely weekend, and Mother's Day yesterday. We had a lovely weekend, but I'm really looking forward to getting back to a bit of normality today. And we are back in the 3rd week of the month, which means zone 3, which is the bathroom. But remember, zone 3 is slightly different from the other zones. We've got a changing room with zone 3, and I'll explain that. If you made up your control journal, you may have printed out some of the Flylady's detailed cleaning lists, and please do not feel like you have to clean, tick off everything on these lists. These are suggestions. But what we do in zone 3 is we do the main bathroom. This is our main bathroom. But also we try and keep on our radar one other room in the house that's not covered in the main areas. So what the Flylady has suggested is children's bathroom. That might be something you want to do this week. The children's bedrooms. If your children are a bit older, I would suggest that the children do their bedrooms when you're doing your bedroom in zone 4. That's next week. But if they're smaller and they need help with the cleaning, then you help them this week. Also, if you have an extra room, an extra guest bedroom, go ahead and keep that in your radar. And the laundry, what else do we have? We have you may have an office, any kind of area that is not part of the main area of the house but still needs to be cleaned. But let's be sensible here. You do not need to be cleaning those areas that you're not using so much. They don't need to be cleaned on a weekly basis and be cleaned top to toe all the time. What I do is I don't schedule it too much, but if we have guests coming, then I go in and I do a really good detailed clean of the guest bedroom. But otherwise, I get to it every month or every second month because I've decluttered in there. So if I need to clean the room, it's really fast and it's really doable. And the other thing I was going to say is that when we are in zone 3 this week, I've told you before, I try and stick to the zones when I'm doing my weekly home blessing. Now today, I'll be doing my weekly home blessing today, and I've got a challenge coming up, so watch out for another video about that. I will be posting it today. If you're a subscriber, which I think is a button down there, You'll get the other video when I make it today. Otherwise, come back a bit later today and see that. I'm going to challenge you to do a weekly home blessing. I stick in the zones for weekly home blessing. So today, when I am doing my weekly home blessing, this room will be vacuumed and this room will be mopped, because I do that as part of the 10 minutes of mopping. I can easily mop this room, as you can see. And I also do the guest bathroom, which is on the ground floor, and I mop the hall and I mop the kitchen. I can get all of those done in 10 minutes because, and you'll see my video for that, I can do them all because I've got everything picked up from the ground, things are decluttered and it's easy to mop. So I can get all those areas mopped during weekly home blessing. I will also be vacuuming in here. And when we get to the part in weekly home blessing, when it comes to shine mirrors, glass doors, windows, as I've told you before, I start in the zone that we're in. So today is zone 3, this week is zone 3. So I will be cleaning the windows in here. And remember, I'm not getting out a bucket of soapy water. All I'm doing is getting my purple rag, a microfiber cloth, some cleaner, giving a quick scoosh and getting those wiped down. And I also do, I don't know if you can see here, we have, if you're wondering where all our bathroom stuff is, we've got built-in cupboards. So those mirrors that you can see, you can't see the other set of mirrors that is here, but we have wall cupboards built into the wall on each side of the sink. And those are mirrors so we can see ourselves, you know, when we're doing our hair and when I'm putting on my makeup. So I will be wiping down those as part of weekly home blessing. So really, zone 3 for me, I don't need to do much work in this because during weekly home blessing it's getting quite a good clean. Plus I have my swish and swipe in this room, which you'll also have seen. And that means that, you know, when I'm dressing to shoes in the morning, you know, I'm putting on my makeup, putting on my clothes. When I'm finished in the bathroom, I take 2 minutes and I wipe down the sink, I wipe any flat surfaces, and I give the toilet a swish. So really there's not too much to be done in here. The main thing that I need to watch in this room is to check and see what are in those cupboards and declutter. I'm the worst woman in the family, you know, I have, you know, makeup and bits and bobs and I try and keep it together, but you know, when we're in this zone, I go through everything, declutter, and what else? Yeah, anyway, if you need help about what to do in this zone, if you're new to Flylady, you haven't been flying for long, you haven't got your control journal made up yet, and if you haven't, why not go and do those 31 baby steps? If you want to have some guidance as to what to do in this zone, go to flylady.net, there's a link below, and you'll see the missions for the week. And remember, those are suggested missions. Nobody is asking you to do 5 missions, and nobody's saying to you that you need to do 15 minutes or an hour's cleaning in this room every day. That's not what we're all about. We're just using the time that we have. If you're in this room this week and you know you've been putting on your makeup, why not go ahead and spend 2 minutes checking the towels. I'm going to be taking the bath mat right now and I'm going to put that in the load of laundry before I go off, because I need to go for my sea swim now, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Just whenever you are in the room, just look around you and think, you know, what needs doing? Because, you know, when the kids are having a bath, you can go ahead and you can dust for cobwebs. You know, if you're supervising your kids who are in the bath, you can be dusting for cobwebs, and when they are finished in the bath, you give the kids a cloth and say, you know what kids, wipe around the bath when you're finished, and that way the tub is kept clean. The same for yourself. When you are in the shower in the morning, when you're finished, take a cloth or a little brush and give a little scrub in the shower area. Do you see how we're doing these things? We're just doing these things when we are actually standing there, because it's easier to wipe out your shower when you're wet from the shower and you're in there anyway, than to come back, you know, 3 weeks later and, you know, be scrubbing everything down. Nobody wants to do that. We want to keep things simple for ourselves. So I really need to get off down on my bike and down for my swim in the sea. I shall be back with you later with a challenge for the weekly home blessing. Please join me for that. The reason I'm doing a challenge for weekly home blessing is I know that a lot of you are avoiding doing it. But I also know that the weekly home blessing is the thing which makes cleaning of the house really, really simple. So I hope you'll join me for that. Check in with me a bit later today. And otherwise, remember, use your timer, take your breaks, pat yourself on the shoulder when you've done something, and most importantly, make sure that you're dressed to shoes, all right? Okay, Flylady Diane signing off from nice and sunny Copenhagen. I'm looking forward to my swim and I'll see you very soon. Live long and prosper. Bye for now.